Now it's been a busy week again, and hedge cutting or hedge trimming is starting off. You'll see the roadsides, the serious growth on it, sight lines, lanes for farmers to get down, their round bales getting torn as they go down, and folk getting their hay in and all that kind of thing. A few lambs to market as well. So fairly full on. Now this is a very long narrow lane, and the driver was telling me here that they had caught the tyre last year coming down it, so they wanted it trimmed up tight. And the worst of it was the puncture repairman comes out and repairs it on site, but he was coming from the far side of Strangford Lough, and when he got down to the ferry, he was stuck. So they were basically around 3 hours waiting for him to get there, and it's £80 an hour. So that's all the farming story. But look how the tractors are full of this lane. Never mind the baler. The baler's a wee bit wider. So here's the tyre. It's scrubbed at the side. You can see the marks on it. It's the same at this time of year. Every year you're following the contractors round wherever they're going next to get the lanes trimmed for them to get down, especially this sort of round bale silage where you're bringing the bales down a narrow lane like that, and with the bales hanging over the trailer you can get the sides torn out of them and your plastic wrapping lost. But that's all part of the contracting fun. Now another few miles down near the bottom of the peninsula I was trimming another lane, and as I looked over the hedge this man was just bringing his hay in. I thought I'll get a wee shot of that while we're there. The rain was forecast and he was just rushing to get the last few bales into the house. And I don't know what his idea is, but he's reversing up the lane. There's something strange going on here because I'm now reversing up the lane. But I've just figured out what it is. He's coming out with two loaders and the two bales on the loader, should I say. He's driving up the lane. He can't see in front of him because they're too deep. And if he lifts the loader up, he pulls the wires down. So he just comes out and reverses up with the two bales on the loader. And if you were going to drive up the lane and lift the loader up to see where you're going and the top bale tumbled down onto your bonnet, that would be a sad story. Now this is our trailer for taking lambs up to market. We had a couple of Irish draft horses away years back and we had the trailer for them, so I never bought an actual lamb trailer or cattle trailer. This tows much smoother and less noisy and everything else, so we didn't have the money to change it anyway. So. But we're in town, or in Saintfield, the last day at market, and your back doors, half doors, close round like that, but that little keeper that door swings round onto, all that holds that little spud that keeps your keeper on, your door pings over this and then you put this splint key through it. All that holds that on to the side of the trailer is that little screw there. Well, there's three of them, but they only go in like a third of an inch. So we were driving up through town. I had gone up to get an alternator and a car was blowing and blowing the horn behind us. I thought, what's that boy blowing at anyway? But here he drove up beside me and he says, your door's swinging round into the traffic. So fortunately he stopped me because I hadn't seen it and it was in the passenger side, you know, so it would have been on the footpath side and somebody could have got whacked. So I'm going to take these little stumpy screws out and put bolts through that to strengthen the whole thing. Seems a very bad design to put a screw that size holding a door that the wind can whistle in the back of. But anyway, there you are. So that's my bolt in and the washer on it, drilled through the timber, secure. I have the spanner on here if it'll sit till I get this tightened up now. Maybe not. This is us bringing the sheep up now to the house to draft the lambs off, for we've some to go to market this Tuesday, and Barbara and Jay are bringing them down the field, and I'm at the roadside here. Everybody's wanting to come up to the house. Come on girls, come on, 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 come on. But just how wrong could I have been? They all wanted to go to Kirkcudbright instead. And when we had just got them coming back nicely, didn't this silver Jeep come in, blowing the horn and shouting and yelling, and scaled them everywhere on us again. Anybody know who owns that Jeep? So then it was off to Saintfield market the next day. This is our little group of lambs getting marked up for the sale ring. Now, the worst thing about having your wife retired is that she realises when you're at market at Saintfield, you have time to run in for a wee look through Jackson's in Saintfield, and then for a little coffee and scone. So I am finding that it's cheaper to dine at the market cafe.
23 kilo. Common feeders again, 44, 44, 45, 45, 6, 7, 8, 9, 49, 49, 50, 150, 150, 23, 150, 150, 150, good king lamb, 150, 150, 150, 150, 150, 150, 150, 150, 150, 150, 150, 150, 150, 23, 150, 150, 150, 150, 150, 151, 152, 152 in bed, 152, 50. 153, 53, 53, 50, 154, 154, 154, 154, 154, 154, 154, 50, 55, 155, 50, 56, 156, 56, all in the mark now, 156, 56, sell, in front, 156, 50, 56, 56, 56, 56, 56, 50, 156, 50, John Arrington.
Thank you. So after the sale was over, you have a little bit of farm therapy with your neighbours, and then we had to head down to the John Deere dealer to get an exhaust bracket for my tractor, which put a dampener on everything. This exhaust bracket and 4 bulbs, one of those bulbs is my own, cost £50, not to mention the raspberry and chocolate scone and coffee. But it's all part of the day out.